and welcome to MFC Online. In today's video, we will be talking about the fundamental needs of humans. Whoosh. In front of you, we have this chart, which may look familiar to many of you. This is the fundamental needs of human beings chart, and on it, we have our material needs and our spiritual needs. As you know, human beings have many things that they require in order to survive. First, there are the material needs. These are things that are physical, that you can touch, such as housing, transportation, defense, nourishment, and clothing. However, we also need spiritual things such as religion, vanity, culture, and arts to survive. So those are the extras that really add to our life. Moving on to transportation. During the Stone Age, the main way that people would transport themselves was by walking. But luckily for us, we've got lots of different methods of transportation that help us travel to places that would before have been impossible. For example, by airplane or by boat, we can actually travel from one continent to the other. One of my favorite things about visiting Japan was taking a special train called the Shinkansen. It's known as a bullet train, and it's the fastest train in the world. Now, I don't travel by bullet train here because we don't have one of those. Most of the time, I travel by walking. Walking to the grocery store, walking my dog, walking to get coffee. If I have to go somewhere like school, then I'll either take the bus or I'll take a car. If I'm feeling really energetic and ambitious, maybe, just maybe, I'll go out on my rollerblades. Let's take a look at nourishment next. The word nourishment refers to food and water, the things that we put inside our bodies in order to fuel us and give us energy for the day. Now, we can have nourishment from vegetables, from minerals, and from animals as well. As you know, all of us require one very specific key thing that we cannot live without, whether you're a vegetarian, a carnivore, a coffee drinker, or not. This is the one thing every human being needs to have. And I try to have 3 cups of it a day. That's water. It is essential to stay hydrated, especially when the weather is very, very, very dry. Of course, along with water, I also love to have cups of coffee whenever I can. Now, because I lived in Asia, some of my favorite foods come from vegetable substances. I love to eat kimchi, rice, and seaweed. I also love to eat Japanese food. Especially in quarantine, this is a great time to be able to cook your own food and think about what you enjoy having for your nourishment. Now, on extra special days, I also have to add this one because it's my all-time favorite, and that is that I love cake. That might not be a fundamental need because it's extra, but it sure does make me happy. Moving right along, let's talk about clothing next. Now, our clothing can come from vegetable substances such as cotton and linen, or it can come from animal substances such as textile fibers, feathers, tan skins, and even hair such as wool. Now, for me, I love wearing things made out of cotton, especially in the summer, because cotton is a very light fabric. In the summer, my favorite thing to wear are dresses. However, we know that Chicago weather can be pretty crazy, which means I also need things made from animal substances. This includes a very, 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 very thick winter coat. This also includes something from textile fibers, which would be a raincoat. And then last but not least, my all-time favorite pair of shoes, which are made of leather and which I'm wearing right now. Those are called Dr. Martens. They're great to wear outside during the crazy Chicago weather because they're very strong and they can withstand snow and rain. Lastly, but certainly not least, let's talk about the ways in which we can meet our spiritual needs. Spiritual needs include things such as culture and arts, vanity, and religion. With culture and arts, it's referring to our hobbies, the things that we as unique human beings enjoy doing. It could be something such as playing a specific instrument, doing sports, or maybe even reading books. Especially here in quarantine, Hikaru and I love to read books together. We particularly enjoy books about fantasy. I would also put Hikaru under spiritual needs because he is my pet and our friendship together is something that makes me very happy. Another hobby is yoga. Yoga helps keep me calm, and it's a peaceful activity to do inside the house. Next is vanity. Vanity could be something such as your personal style. That means, do you like to dress in a certain way? That could be something such as the comfy clothes you're wearing as you hang out at home in quarantine, or it could be something else. Maybe you like wearing headbands. Maybe you like wearing sports jerseys of your favorite team, or like me, maybe you enjoy having pink hair. So that will go under vanity for me. Lastly, under spiritual needs is religion. Religion means if there's a type of religion or a tradition that your family has. Now, we know that people from all over the world have many different beliefs and many different religions, all of which are different and all of which are part of what makes them unique. So you can also place information about your religion or the traditions of your family here. From culture to culture, time to time, and human to human, everybody's fundamental needs chart will look a little bit different, maybe even a lot. This is because human beings are unique, cultures are unique, and through the ages, technology changed so much that the ways we are able to meet both our spiritual and material needs have really evolved. Let's talk about some of the ways in which you can follow up this lesson. Option number 1. On the biggest piece of paper you can find, neatly and carefully draw a fundamental needs chart for yourself. This chart doesn't even have to be about your general life. It could be specific to things you're doing differently because of quarantine. Could be talking about new ways you're meeting nourishment, maybe new recipes that you're trying, new foods that you're eating, maybe even new hobbies to meet your spiritual needs. You might be reading a lot more books or drawing. You can then prepare to present it to your classmates via Zoom. Option number 2, think back on our earlier work with people from the Stone Age. Create a fundamental needs chart for the Stone Age culture. Neatly and carefully draw it and prepare to present it to your classmates via Zoom as well. That's all for this lesson, and I look forward to seeing you during our next video. Bye!